Welcome back to PerpDex Daily. I'm Aaron, and today, as always, we are going to be covering Hyperliquid in the PerpDex scene. Let's get straight into it. As we can see right here, Hyperliquid is currently trading around $59, while Lighter is trading around $1.50. Bitcoin's price is not looking too good right now. It's sitting around $60,000. And although I cannot predict where things will be going in the short term, it does kind of look like the price of Bitcoin could be coming down and having that final capitulation candle. I've been saying on Twitter that I think it's probably going to end up landing somewhere around here, around $40,000 to $45,000. And when that happens, I think there's going to be mass liquidations across the boards for altcoins. When we take a look at traditional markets, we can see the S&P 500. It does look like it's hanging on by a thread. The S&P 500 is green today. But it's going to be interesting to see how much steam left does AI have in the stock market. We know AI has been the reason the stock market in the S&P 500 has continued to rally. And with the recent SpaceX IPO, did that mark the top? Where are things going? SpaceX has not been, trading amazingly lately. A lot of people kind of predicted this, but we saw a massive run up in the first 2 days, and then the price of SpaceX got absolutely dumped to oblivion. It's sitting around $156 right now. If we take a look at other AI companies, well, Tesla's not a great representation, but Nvidia sitting around 199, starting to come down. Let's look at Palantir. Palantir sitting around 113, starting to come down, really starting to wick down. But overall, I think in the next year and a half, we're going to be seeing really, really good prices for Hyperliquid and Lighter. I think the PerpDex scene is going nowhere. Traders are continuing to trade, and I think we are getting generational opportunities. I'm excited for Bitcoin to get down to 40K. I've been kind of just waiting for this. And we're in a place in the market right now where it's really, you kind of have to just wait and see what happens. Obviously, crypto's not been in a bull market since October of last year, and I don't think we'll be in a bull market again for, it could be over a year. It could be till 2028. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But let's move on to Hyperscan. Today, as we look at the TWAP pipe buy pressure, there's not too much. It's actually in the red today. Pretty rare to see. And this is also what we see and what I see as a good opportunity. The fact that I'm seeing the TWAP buy pressure is negative red right now and the price of Bitcoin going down and Hyperliquid going down, I think this is a great opportunity. Remember, you kind of want to get in on the red, buy low, sell high. That's kind of the point of the game. The top trading tokens right now, we can see it's some equities. SpaceX, and I'm super, super excited for, and we'll see if it happens, the Anthropic and OpenAI IPOs. Those were supposed to come out this year, but with the way the market's looking, is it possible that Anthropic and OpenAI will delay their IPOs? We'll see. Hype's the top traded S&P 500, SKHX. And let's go on to the next Hyperliquid dashboard. Although the price of Hype has been going down, almost $2 million in protocol fees, in profits, absolutely ridiculous. And this is what makes Hyperliquid so strong, because even on the downturn, the Hyperliquid tokens are still getting bought back and burnt, which overall will create, a massive supply shock of some sort. All right, you can see right here, Hype TWAPs in the red, Hype holders approaching, almost 250,000 active traders, down a little bit. Now let's go over to here, Wall Street, or no, Hyperliquid versus competitors. This metric right here is actually up from about 2 days ago. The Hyperliquid perp volume, I wasn't able to post yesterday because I was flying. But anyways, this is at 8.8% right now, up from about, I think, 7.7%. Hyperliquid versus Binance is 20.5%. Hyperliquid versus Bybit is 80.4%. And we can see that Hyperliquid is continuing to gain ground when it comes to SEX volume. Or not SEX volume, but versus the SEX volume. As we go on the Lighter protocol, we can see Lighter right now has done about $1.6 billion in the last 24 hours. I think this is higher from when we first covered this, or last covered this 2 days ago. Not too much going on. This is going to be one of those markets that's going to be kind of slow. So on this channel right here, we're going to be trying to cover as much as possible, but there's not too much to cover. Some Hyperliquid news in the past 48 hours. CBO8. Mool's converting to perpetual futures. CBOE is considering converting its Bitcoin and Ether continuous futures into perpetual futures, a move that would bring one of Wall Street's major derivatives operators closer to a crypto-native product structure that grew first on offshore exchanges and on-chain platforms like Hyperliquid. Once again, I think with the movement towards the perp deck scene, I think you're going to continue to see Wall Street embracing perps and big money embracing perps. And this is kind of what you want to see. If we want to see Hyperliquid go to $500, if we want to see Hyperliquid go to $1,000, we're going to need big money to get there. And big money is on Wall Street. So this is really, really bullish news. And it's slow wins and small wins like this. This is really a small win, but this isn't like a major headliner today. But it's these wins that are slowly being accumulated by the Hyperliquid team and the buybacks and burns slowly happening over time that leads to the big victory in Hyperliquid, reaching $500, reaching $1,000. And, as I've said, pretty much this entire episode, this market is going to be pretty slow, but this is when you want to be in the market. I can't stress this enough. I know a lot of people left crypto, and for good reason. Most of the crypto industry is honestly garbage. But with Bitcoin looking like it's made the move down from 125 to 60. It's probably, I think it's going to end up going from 40 to 45K, and then we'll see what happens from there. The altcoins are probably going to get slammed, but this is the time you want to be in the market in the red. That's kind of how the game works, and I think Hyperliquid and the perp scene is where you want to be looking. And the last thing before I wrap up this video, I want you guys to all go follow me on Twitter. I'm posting updates on Hyperliquid and Lighter on Twitter. And also we have a Discord. We have a Discord for traders that you can join. Link in the description. Going to be doing a lot of fun stuff there. I have a lot planned in the future for the Discord, so make sure you join the Discord. And yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and see you next time.